side, in the next of the 8 pieces of Brocade Qigong, we have the element of turning again, but this time we're going to be turning the head like a bird, is what this is called, or turning the head like a parrot. And it's a very small motion compared to the rest, and it concentrates energy in a very particular way. We're going to be turning the head and keeping the shoulders still. So we're just turning in the neck and head this way. As we turn our head, we want our eyes to track over. So when I turn my head to the right, I want my eyes to turn to the right as well. And when I turn to the left, I want my eyes to turn to the left. So it's very important that we engage the eyes in this way. As that's happening, the hands will be rising, turning over and falling. As the head turns and the eyes gaze, the hands rise. The head comes back to neutral, palms turn over, hands fall. The hands are working the energy like a pump on a bellows, just pumping up, compressing down, pumping up, compressing down. Very smaller action, concentrating the energy right up here in the upper energetic circuits. Breathing in as we turn, breathing out as we come back. Breathing in as we turn, breathing out as we come back. And you can further make this even more energetically charged by concentrating the breath, particularly through one nostril or the other. And this is a funny little thing, kind of like pranayama. You could do it physically, breathing and then like that with your finger, or you can just sort of imagine that as you turn in, you're breathing primarily through the nostril, turning in the direction you're turning, and as you come back, you're breathing out primarily through that nostril, and just using imagination, just using your mind, imagining that the breath is being directed through this nostril and through this nostril. And over time, you may actually build the ability to breathe through an alternate nostril at once, which is kind of interesting. But if you don't breathe through one nostril and another, don't worry about it. Just imagine that you're doing it and see what happens in reality after you do it for a little while. So the breath is coming in, breath is going out. In and out. Rising, falling, rising, falling. Energetically, this turning the head like a bird is really concentrating on energetic channels going up either side of the spine, not the central spinal column itself. And those channels come up and connect right here at the nostril. And so it's kind of interesting to break that into your visualization a little bit as you're imagining that energy rising on the in-breath, turning to the right, for instance. Imagine that's it can be any color, but I'll just pick red. As I'm turning to the right, breathing in red, breathing out red. And as I turn to the left, I imagine a different color rising, maybe blue. Breathing in blue, breathing out blue. This is often a form of purification. So you breathe in a bright, clear energy, and you breathe out a dirty or fei qi or dirty energy. So you're ridding the body of excess toxins through these pathways. And you can imagine those energetic channels running up either side of the spine, becoming bright and clean, being sort of scrubbed by the breath as it's rising and falling in this pumping action. Cool. So this one doesn't have as much physically going on as some of the other Qigong movements, but it has a whole lot going on internally and in the internal dynamic of sensing your kinesthetics and sensing your energetic body and using the imagination to really drive it. So enjoy.